I'd like to see the chart if you have it. China, 67%. That's tariffs.
Oh, April 2nd, self-proclaimed Liberation Day by Donald Trump. More like shitty tariff math and an extreme tax hike on the American working class day, but to each their own. Even the way Donald Trump went about the unveiling of these reciprocal tariffs, he just sounded very, very aggressive with his rhetoric, literally using words that have no business in the same sentence as tariffs. Listen to this shit.
Gonna make it wealthy, good and wealthy. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike. American steelworkers, auto workers, farmers, and skilled craftsmen. We have a lot of them here with us today. They really suffered gravely. They watched in anguish as foreign leaders have stolen our jobs, foreign cheaters have ransacked our factories, and foreign scavengers have torn apart our once beautiful American dream. We had an American dream that you don't hear so much about. You did 4 years ago, and you are now, but you don't too often, and for many years and decades even, you didn't hear too much about. Our country and its taxpayers have been ripped off for more than 50 years, but it is not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen.
Now, who the fuck uses language like that regarding tariffs? My guy, those are war words. So to basically summarize what exactly is going on here, the Trump administration put a 10% base tariff on all countries and released some Excel-looking list of reciprocal tariffs on certain other trade partners. Now, of course, this list has gotten a ton of blowback, and for good reasons. One user on X posted this analysis on the math used to come up with the numbers. Alright, so the post here by James Surowiecki just figured out where these fake tariffs rates come from. They didn't actually calculate tariff rates plus non-tariff barriers, as they say they did. Instead, for every country, they just took our trade deficit with that country and divided it by the country's exports to us. So for example, we have a 17.9 billion trade deficit with Indonesia. Its exports to us are 28 billion. 17.9 billion divided by 28 billion equals 64%, which Trump claims is the tariff rate Indonesia charges us, which they don't. What extraordinary nonsense this is, which it is. He also says it's also important to understand that the tariff rates that foreign countries are supposedly charging us are just made up numbers. South Korea, with which we have a trade agreement, is not charging a 50% tariff on U.S. exports, nor is the EU charging a 39% tariff. Okay, so as you see, it's basically just the trade deficit we have with said country divided by their exports to us, which is not the way to calculate tariff rates. I also find it very odd how Russia is nowhere on this list, as well as North Korea, which are pretty big adversaries to the United States of America. And get this shit, I am not joking you. They also put a tariff on a set of islands that have no permanent human population whatsoever. It is legit populated by penguins and Arctic animals, and it's like, what kind of language model bullshit is that? I'm thinking this was conjured up by Grok or ChatGPT at this point. All of this shit has led to a massive panic, not only in the United States, but globally. This has led to a massive drop in the stock market and the crypto market. For example, the S&P 500 is down 4% as of the recording of this video. The NASDAQ is down 5 to 6%. Nike is down about 12.5%. Tesla's down 5%. I mean, the industries most affected by this are going to be auto, clothing, and I mean, we outsource most of our textiles and clothing merchandise. So that is going to easily increase by like 40 to 50%. And not only is this affecting the United States stock markets and economy, this is affecting the global markets. This is going to be a global crisis. And the stock market is not the only thing being affected. The market cap of cryptocurrency is down roughly 6%. Bitcoin is down about 6%. ETH is down 6.5%. Solana is pushing a 12% loss in a day. And now this is obscure shit. Like, the crypto market is not supposed to strictly follow how the stock market works. I understand people are scared. Now, with the crypto market, it's typically used as a store of value in times of stock uncertainty and government uncertainty. But unfortunately, as time continues to go on, the government continues to have their hands on crypto, which completely nullifies its initial purpose to begin with. I mean, I see crypto following the stock market pretty closely this time around, especially during this financial situation. With the stock market crashing and the economic ruin, countries have already responded in a negative fashion, declaring to get to the negotiation table, or they will come back with defense measures to make sure their infrastructure isn't affected by these tariff increases, which ultimately will end up in a tariff war if nobody chooses to back down, which I'm really hoping Trump rolls back on this, because if not, it's going to get really, really ugly. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because this sea of red is going to be a ride. So with that, let's keep working hard, keep providing for your families, and let's roll with the punches. I'll chat at you in the next one.